everybody. Happy New Year's. Are you ready to start that business that you've been dreaming about? Don't procrastinate any longer. Let's get that business started. 8 steps to starting your own business. Step 1, decide what it is that you want to do. Do you have a hobby, a passion? Do you like helping people? Do you want to make products, or do you want to provide a service? That's the important thing. Knowing what you want to do. Start a journal. Write down these things and write down why you want to start a business. Do you have a goal? Is it something that you always wanted to do? Do you want to provide for your family? Do you want to start a legacy for you and your family? Why do you want to provide a service? Why do you want to make products and present them to the world? Ask yourself that question. That's a very important question to getting started on your journey. Step 2, make a business plan and name your business. A business plan is to help you to get focused. It's to help you to have instructions and a guideline to your business and how you want to go by it. Name your business. Name something that you have a passion for, So if it's like soaps and things, or glory candles, or whatever that you decide that you want to do. And also, if you want to provide a service, name it, whether it is a service of marketing, or maybe you want to do provide service to those who need their taxes done. Well, name it. Give it a good, solid name. Don't make it too long, but just a good, solid name to represent who you are and what you do. Step 3, fund your business. Now, this can be the most difficult of them all because, a lot of us don't have that capital to just put into a business, especially in these times. So see if that you can take a loan out, or if you have family members that can help you, or if you're working, try to put some aside towards your business. It doesn't have to be a lot. Some people start a business with little or nothing, and it is possible. So it's just how you want to handle it. Take your time. Don't worry about finances so much, work with what you got. If you got a little, then work with that. Eventually, you will be able to get the funds that you need, but start. Don't let this be something that you say that's going to block you, oh, I can't do it because I don't have the money to do it. Start somewhere, start little and grow, plant that seed, and water it slowly. You'll get to where you want to go. Step 4, you're going to want to get a business address. You are going to need also a business phone number. You're going to need a business email address. This is very, very important. And you will need a website. Now, I am telling you this because I made the mistake of using my personal address as my business address, and also my telephone, number and an email address. This is kind of not okay because when you, want to apply for a loan, or if you want to get a credit card for your business or anything, they're going to do a search on your business. And your business can, information cannot be the same as your personal, or they're going to deny you. It's happened to me. So I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did, and that is why I want to inform you to make sure that you have a separate address, phone number, and email address for your business. I will put all the information in the description box to give you some guideline as to how you can obtain a virtual address, and how you can get a, email address, a professional email address and phone number. Now, I started with Wix. I got my website through them, and they offered also an email address. It was a professional email address, and it didn't have Gmail on it. Gmail is a no-no. It's good for personal, but it's not good for business. So you want to present your business as being legit. You want it to not look like, oh, it's just a hobby, or it's not really, a serious business. So you want to look presentable, in business, and you want to look like you are a professional business. So you're going to have to do these steps in order for your business to, not only look the part, but be the part. Step number 5, register your business. Now, this is completely up to you. I mean, some people start off as sole proprietor, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I encourage you to do LLC, which is a limited liability corporation. And the difference between a sole proprietor and an LLC is that sole proprietor is combining your personal assets. Well, God forbid, that something happens and someone wants to sue your company. Well, if you are a sole proprietor, then you're going to get sued, which means your personal assets would be tampered with. I didn't like that idea. I wanted to keep it strictly business, just in case. I'm just saying, you want to cover yourself. You want to cover your personal assets, and you want to make sure that you don't have to worry about those things just in case something like that should happen. Well, God forbid, right? All right. So the LLC is going to protect your business. It's going to protect you, especially your personal assets. So if something like that should happen down the road where someone, wants to, sue you or take a claim against you, it will only affect your business, which means your personal assets will have nothing to do with your business assets. And I like that idea. It's a sort of an insurance and a protection, against, anything happening to your personal assets. So that's up to you though, depending on whether you want to be a sole proprietor in the beginning or you want to start out with an LLC. Now, years ago, I started out as a sole proprietor. That's because I didn't understand, what these different titles meant. And when I started researching and realized, wow, something had happened in my business, and me being a sole proprietor, I could have lost my personal assets. And so that's when I jumped to LLC and decided to stay there. Now, there are other titles as well, and they're all reflected upon how you pay your taxes and all that stuff also. But to start, I would encourage LLC. Then they has S Corp and C Corp and all that other stuff, but that's when you get further down the line. That's when you start really making a certain amount of money. And then, if you become a C Corp or S corps, it's going to determine how much you pay for your taxes and different stuff like that. But that's a whole different ball game, a whole different subject altogether. And we'll talk about that. I'll make a video on that as well. But I encourage you to do LLC. That way your personal assets will be yours, and it won't be tampered with, just in case something should happen, on the business side. Step number 6, register with the Internal Revenue Service for an EIN number. Now, this EIN number is for your business, and everything that you do with your business, you should use that EIN number. Never use your Social Security number. I mean, there are times when you may have to use your Social Security number for identification for yourself. But as far as your business is concerned, that EIN number represents your business, and it is used for your business like a Social Security number. So make sure that you register with the IRS for that. And it's very simple. Sometimes you could just call up. I'll leave the telephone number in the description below. And what you can do is just call them and says, I started a business and I would like an EIN number. Most of the time you will get it right away. They'll give it to you over the phone. Then they'll send you a letter out with a little certificate with your EIN number on it as well for identification, that you may need that, because everybody asks for that, especially when you're established business. They want to know, do you have an EIN number? Also, make sure that you register with the Secretary of State. Make sure that whether you are registered as a sole proprietor or as an LLC, make sure that you are in guidelines with your state. That's very important. Every state is different, so you have to take the initiative to find out what your state requires in order to run a business in that particular state. Step number 7, make sure that you apply for a business license. Now, according to some states, they require that you apply for a business license as well. So you got to do your due diligence, and you got to do your homework and see what it is that your state requires you to have. So it's very important that you have all of your documents, and all of your certificates that you need for your business. Seems like a lot, but it really isn't. A few phone calls, and that's it. Most of the time, you can do all of this. You can be legit in a day. It's just that you have to register for certain things, and you have to know what the requirements are for your particular state. Finally, step 8, open a business account. Now, this is not going to be a difficult thing to do because you've done all your homework, you have all your documents, and so now you're going to go to the bank of your choice and you're going to ask them to open a business account. So it's good that you have all your documents intact first, because they're going to ask you, do you have your EIN number? Are you registered with the state? Do you have your license? And you're going to have to present all of that stuff to them before they can open up a business account for you. They're going to put your business account into your EIN number. So now that you have all 8 steps to how to get started with your business, you're on your way. And that's the most difficult part right there, just getting all of that done. And once you get all that done and get all your documents in the mail and get, everything that you need, you can get started. Whatever business that you decide that you want to do, just do it. Okay? There's going to be challenges. I am not going to tell you that, hey, it's going to be a piece of cake, because nothing is a piece of cake. Life isn't a piece of cake. Okay? We have challenges and we got to go through situations in order to learn and to become the greatest version of ourselves. So yes, we have to understand, hey, we're going to go through some things, but in the process of going through it, we're going to learn how to be better at what we do. And so that's what it's all about. Knowing that, hey, we have a business now, we're open for business, we've done everything right. Now we got to present our business to the world. And if obstacles should come, be prepared. Be prepared for them, because they're only going to make you greater. So I am excited for you. And I want to wish you the best in your business. And I'm going to be coming on here, bringing more content so that you can improve your business, so that you can be a success, so that you can be happy with what you are doing for yourself and for your family, so you can be encouraged and not give up. Please don't procrastinate. This is 2022. Let this be the year that you are going to soar. This is your season to become the greatest version of yourself. Be encouraged and keep on stepping on. Don't stop. No matter what happens, keep on moving, keep on soaring, keep on reaching. Okay, this is your season for greatness. Plant those seeds and watch them grow. See you next time. God bless.